So they put like 10 pylons into the grounds to serve as something to tie around to keep the tugboat in the spot. All right, I think this is a little strange. It's different. Six flags that all say welcome. Welcome flags. I don't understand. It's like they're not really American flags, they're just welcome flags from the Lake Superior. It's targeting Lake Superior. What are they welcoming exactly? And also, just on first glance, it looks like vegetation is growing on the end of that structure. It's got its own plant life. Alright, next to the structure, further down the trail, look at this. This chokecherry tree is bursting. It's bursting with delicious chokecherries. I have to harvest this. Completely untouched, fully ripe, bursting with chokecherries everywhere. It's a few pounds. Untouched. Nobody has harvested it. It's beautiful. All around, several trees. Really something. Nobody, I guess, it looks well worn, this path. It looks well worn, yeah. Nobody's touched the chokecherry tree though. Yeah, nobody respects the chokecherries around here. There's one right here. It's a little difficult to reach, but the chokecherries do really good along the Lake Superior. Alright, I see footmarks. I see footmarks down there. People are getting down to this area, but it's all fenced off. It used to be an old structure here. It's fenced off now, but it's probably a part of the iron mining. Oh, my mistake, is a part of the coaling facility. They like coal around here. Alright, got a little pond here. Fishing docks. 10-minute parking for fishermen. You only get 10-minute parking. And then the iron things, whatever they do with those. And then there's a big walkway to the lighthouse. And some fenced out, it looks like a museum center. It's pretty built up. So I'm parked to the right of those structures. And I'm walking out to probably the lighthouse. This is breakwater. You walk on this at your own risk. They say it's your own risk, apparently, because this can get flooded over sometimes. Either that ship is turning around and I missed that turnaround, or that's another one. But I saw one exit, but like 20-30 minutes ago. And I was thinking, oh man, I missed it when I walked to the end of that lighthouse breakwater piece. But this ship is getting closer, but it's taking forever. It looks like it'll take another 10 minutes for it to reach the lighthouse at that pace. They don't move too fast. But this is all natural formation all along here, this rock. They didn't do much with this. It's not a wave action like you find on the California coast, but there is evidence of a wave. I think it's natural because that ship was moving pretty slow. So the kind of wave you see here is likely the natural wave of Lake Superior. I'm guessing this is some dead people. They spent many years hanging out by this part of Lake Superior. Whoop. And then I wanted to check out this caged in area. Likely cost money. If it didn't, they wouldn't put this fence. And this it's kind of busy. I think I'm in it's a bit of a tourist area, so they got a few things on display. Well, maybe that's the lighthouse. Okay, this is a historic lighthouse. There's a little one though on the breaker. Got an old winch that's just not good enough to put on display. So they just leave it laying right outside. All right, so these boating docks, emergency docking, they got nothing on the sides of them. This one's got all these rocks on the side, breaker rocks. I've never seen this before, but I guess they can get some bad waves. So this is they need breaker rocks for the docks. And that ship is passing by the very end where I was. It's called the American Spirit. If that can be read. American Spirit coming in to get some more coal. So it's a pretty nice walk around Lake Superior and the city. I think the city limits. They've kept some of the shore natural. I get the feeling that this way is probably not a recommended route. Oh man. Alright, I can't make that narrow spots because I got my bag with me. And then and then the water is too deep too. I can't find any footing for my walking sticks in the water. Alright, this may be a water treatment plant, but they don't have a fence, and I don't see where the circle of waters are. Where are they holding the water? They just have the plant, but no water, no sewage. So it kind of looks like they're just ejecting all the sewage into the lake. I'm guessing. I don't see where their pools are. And I walked around, so I'm on the other side now. And it looks like I could probably follow the coast. So how far out does oh, it looks like they might have a leak. I think they got a leak. Take a closer look at that. How far does this pipe go out into the water? I bet it goes out pretty far. You don't want to have it just right on the shore. So the water is so clear. The bottom is so clear. And I'll have to stay up above following the coast if I'm able to follow the coast very far. There appears to be a couple of caves. Those natural? Whoa! So this tree falling into the shoreline looks pretty recent. Maybe the last rain. Right, further down the trail along the shore of Lake Superior in Two Harbors, Minnesota, we got this weird Lake County memorial forest. And all it is this. It's just a bunch of pine trees. A gate and some pine trees. That's different. All right, so I'm guessing that looking across this lake, I do see landmass, and I think I'm looking at Wisconsin. Pretty much it's Wisconsin on the other side. All right, it shouldn't be any surprise, but the campsites here is pretty busy. all along the shore. I wonder if they pay more to be closer to the water, and then the people further away pay a little bit less. And that's the beach in the great city of Two Harbors. Right, and I'm starting to notice this strange disease that I've never really seen before, where the trees get blown up, but it's like slow enough where they can make bark around the disease. But I've seen this in quite a few trees now, about maybe 30 at least. Not really looking hard. I missed the 3M museum today. I overlooked it. I walked past it twice. But on the other side, oh, they weren't even open anyway. Well, I'm thinking I don't want to come back to this park again. I've seen enough. There's really no reason to return, but I do want to slow down my movement, but I don't think I want to stick around in Two Harbors another day. Wow, I've never seen two billboards, or whatever they call these, announcement cardboard box things, that are so close together for the two parks, two baseball parks. They look like they're in use too. They put these suckers right next to each other, so I guess you can keep an eye on the other game while playing your own. I wonder if this this baseball dirt pile is being used for anything else besides filling the baseball fields. I just wonder. I'm just going to document this. I find this interesting. So I think that this house might have burnt down and they cleared it, and they paid through it. They paid for it from the Department of Iron Range. Maybe the person who lived there was a mine worker, had a connection. All right, Rock Beach at Knife River, 18 miles northwest of Duluth. Stopping here just to get another look at the Lake Superior shoreline. Now, if I had a bigger vehicle, I would seriously consider this tree. Look at this. I bet I could stand on it. I bet I could hold on to it, because this root is a brace. So I could do some kind of pull-up exercises with a thicker piece of wood. Let me try. Yep, it actually stands up really well. I can't show it because I don't have anything to stand this camera on. But I can actually hang on that thing, and it holds up good because of that root. That's really nice. Who needs a pull-up bar when you got trees like that? Jeez. I would cut off the top a little bit. If I had a bigger vehicle, that would be awesome to take. So it's something to consider, a natural, like a pull-up pole. So there's people digging for agates like this. They can be seen. They probably want bigger ones. I found, and this is the Agate Beach. This is that type of beach. But I don't want it. So let somebody else find it. It's not big enough. I found a bigger one on I think it's the shore of the Oregon coast in the Pacific Ocean, and sold it. Somebody actually bought it for like $5. Let me just say too, what a workout. I'm glad I got my walking sticks for this shore. What a workout. It is such a loose sand, a very loose sand. If I only fell in love with stick walking, on the Pacific Beach. I might have stuck around longer, who knows. Great exercise. And there's a camp or a fishing pier over that way. I gotta see if they got private property restrictions. But all this is so much more manageable with sticks. Make a big difference. Big island over there. Man, it's so fun to walk on unstable surfaces when you got 4 legs instead of 2. Oh, they don't want people driving back here. A survey marker. Do not disturb. Along the coast again. It's not quite the theme. They put them, I don't even know how they choose to put those survey markers. Finland flag, probably for one of the boats. I think this looks neat, but I don't know how protective they are. It's got all the lines and stuff. All the ropes, oh my god. And tie-offs and sails. They might be sleeping in here. I don't know. Got the life raft. Gotta have the seat. And if you fall off, you can climb back up. It's pretty neat. Junie, full guard. There's a lot of nice boats here in this boat dock. Some under repair. Google Maps didn't mention a yacht club. It'd have to be like a yacht sailboat club. It would have to be inclusive. Yacht club, sailboat club, whatever. There's some nice yachts and nice sailboats. It's probably like one guy that owns multiple amounts. There's just no activity at this time. And there's maybe I snuck through. I don't know. There was no warnings about like protected property or whatever. They probably don't get too many people out here. And it's like this on the Pacific coast in a lot of ways too. They allow the public to check everything out, walk on the docks and inspect everything. That's pretty cool. 2 levels. And in fact, two people, like a couple, drove on this road to a picnic table at like a little park. So you can drive on through here casually. This is a little out of the way type of place. It's what I say, like almost 20 miles away from Duluth. Oh, look at that. Boat owners and guests only. My bad. I walked around on the beach and took the rocks and all that. But this is, see, they just trying to deter more drivers than walking pedestrians. Social distance when boating. What a joke. When I lose my car, this is the exact type of setup I need. A good wheelbarrow bucket wagon thing. That's pretty cool. Copper is found easily by the Indians. Yeah, it's just a little too big for my car. I mean, I could saw it down to this end because I could still hold myself up on it. But it would take up way too much room. Alright, so I finally decided to experiment and cut the inner side of these shoes so that they fit better. They do come on and take off a lot easier now. And I think I want to sew these ends so that they don't look so bad using the Speedy Stitcher. I did both of them, and they come off and put on a little bit easier, a little bit nicer. They're still going to be tight for the sides of my feet, but they're such a struggle putting on every time. in Lake Superior at Knife River. These waves are kind of significant. They're kind of almost seem like ocean-like right here. Sure, it's not surfable, but they're a little bit bigger. I wonder if this is like an increased time, like do we have a high tide and low tide here? There's Knife River, or I mean the island, Knife Island. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it'd be fun to walk around. Difficult to get out to with all those waves. You can find some odd, good pieces of twisted wood around here. If you want some odd shapes, angled shapes. There's a few along the shore, ready to cut. I guess you could say some odd shapes, debarked. All right, in Knife River, Google Maps says there's some kind of like a rest area. Then you see this, so they feel that people have been taking advantage of the rest area by using it as somewhere to sleep at night. And I'm looking to see if there's a turnout, a parking lot, or if this road is the designated rest area. But yeah, Knife River is affluent, distant, and they have they're real hostile to people who don't pay to spend time in Knife River. The houses look pretty decent. It is along the coast. So Google Maps isn't exact. I went the wrong way. Apparently it's also got a historical marker too. So this whole side road says no overnight parking. I expect the wayside to also say that too. Right, the wayside is this way. They don't say anything about overnight parking yet. I bet it's down further. I'm just gonna follow. It's a one way, you gotta loop around. But as little as it's used, I don't think that's a problem. Actually turning into the one way. There's a sign up there that says something. Not sure what. Trailer trucks only? Okay. There's nothing about overnight parking here. So they're more concerned about overnight parking on the road. I'm very interested in overnight parking here just tonight. I think that would work out really good for what I need. And it looks like it's not a problem. Alright, this is a historical marker. It's to honor Arthur Rowe Wetter. He spent time doing a lot of stuff in the area. So that's the historical marker part of this. Yeah, I can't really say this is too good to be true because I've found places similar to this. Nobody here. It's kind of busy. I think I can get away with parking overnight. I don't see any street lights, but that's okay. Just as long as I have a place. So this wayside has an old staircase that comes down. I don't even know the river. I'm in Knife River. Is that it? Knife City? Wait a second. Okay, maybe this is called Knife River because that's the name of the city. Wow, there's something interesting down further. A little bit of a, looks like a parking spot, waterfall type of setup there. And right on this bridge we got the flood of 2012. So it got up to the bottom parts and above that a little bit. Wow, that'd be a full river. About almost a decade ago. What the deal? This thing's making a hissing noise. Diesel? I just started walking by and it started going ch-ch-ch-ch. I don't understand. Something that has to do with diesel? Alright, just want to say in Knife River, the waves are not as intense, it's not as windy. And I think I want to cut this wood. I'm going to upgrade, get rid of one of my long pieces because it's just too narrow. I want a thicker piece, so I came back to the shore for this. It's already debarked and dried. Alright, I spent the night in the wayside at the Knife River here, Knife River, Minnesota, along the Lake Superior. And then you could take this trail to check out some kind of rock formation. I think I might be able to cross. I might be able to get across. Be tricky. Somewhere. Pretty neat. It's just a waterfall rock structure, and all this was flooded back in June 2012. They might be trying to control the flooding for the future after 2012. This looks older than 2012 though. It seems older, whatever that structure is. They probably want to do something for the insurance purposes. I smelt a strong presence of a deer on the bottom, but coming up I don't see anything. I think a deer left a scent though. That scent really reminds me of a deer. Why does this exist? Is this a fish ladder? Is this some extravagant fish ladder? I have no idea. Do salmon make their way? Do salmon swim upstream on this river? I can't tell. There's no way they would. Are they that strong to jump this? This might be a fish ladder. Usually this type of appearance has been kind of a fish ladder in the past, but I've never seen them cover the top so much. So that's a little, throws me off a little. They got some buckets over here. All right, these buckets take water, I guess, but all they have is crab claws and Corona. It's got Corona. So strange. What a strange setup. Too bad they don't have a sign to explain it. Right, there's no way that's a fish ladder. Why do they have this white tube in there? They're protecting, they spent all that money on security for the white tube. So they hung this sign, it says something, no fishing, please do not disturb. Way up there, right before this waterfall and iron structure. So this tree is making do with the rocks. Pretty neat structure. Strong rock formation. Just down a little further from the waterfall. Right, in Duluth, parked at Duluth something park. And wow, look at this. They got a stack of diabetic needles. Some diabetic was having trouble disposing of their needles. And I don't know, there's a little garbage here that's kind of curious. I don't know what to make of it. Spectra braid? Somebody opened their Spectra braid packaging, the entire contents of the packaging. They paid $2.99. The entire contents they just decided to dump here. And somebody dumped their needles. This looks a bit like a problem area. Have to look around a little more. So they got the Home Depot, it's on the top of this hill. They cut through this rock just to get to the top of the hill, make a nice path for the Home Depot. They got quite a overlook of the city, sort of. And then this is the Home Depot sign leading up to there. Then also there's Airport to the left, and then further down, Grand Range Cities, Grand Rapids, over that way. I'm going to the mall. All right, outside the mall here, they're doing a lot of construction. I haven't been inside yet, so I want to do some exercises with my sticks. But you know, upon observation of this, a security device, you know, they're not just willing to let their security devices go. They're not willing to just dump them. How much would something like that cost? That was stolen, whatever that was attached to. The stores just don't allow the customers to walk out with them. I feel like I should be looking at these people as hostile in Duluth because of those lynchings. They didn't just lynch the black people, they only put up the monument for the black people. There was other people lynched as well. I mean, you read in Wikipedia, they said the year before there was some guy who didn't go to war in World War I, so he was tarred and feathered and then lynched. But it was ruled that he just committed suicide by hanging because he was so embarrassed about the tar and feathering. The circus is in town, and I think these are the trucks that brought them, the trailers. I can go over. I got most likely, these are the trailers and the trucks that brought everything. I don't know why else these trucks would be sitting here. Bring all the tent. You can see the tent off in the distance. It says Cirque Italia. I walked over to the trucks kind of half expecting that I would see the brand name on their side door, but it's generic. Why else? Why would they? Well, they are advertising on the trailers of these trailers, just not the trucks, because they probably have to use all kinds of different looking trucks. Looks like they're putting something on display at the power unit. Oh, the power's on display. This is the power unit, and they got, I don't know if I could show, the power's on display, and it's running. Well, this engine's running. There's probably multiple engines. And then the tent, of course, and maybe they have somebody at the ticket booth. I'm not even gonna ask how much. At this hour, would they even have somebody? Next window for all the windows. Okay. Showtime is Thursday. Sales are final. $50 for adults. So, is it show? Yeah, right up there. Several levels in a big circle. So that's the circus entry. So, oh, $2 masks. I didn't see they require masks. They're selling masks as a little add-on sales. Oh, and these might be stunt cars. Why else would these be here? They wouldn't just show them off. They challenge whatever they have to the limit. Classic looking stunt cars, clown cars. See, it's several tents. Those might be. Might be the main tent. And then the other tents might be like dressing room. Well, more than that, they look like they got trailers for sleeping in the mall parking lot overnight. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll just park next to them for a night. They gotta have their barriers. Kind of see-through though. And then yeah, all these trailers, they gotta have their, whoops, stepped on some electrical cables, I think, or maybe they're water hoses. So all these people, all these RVs are definitely with the circus, and yeah, That's the setup. Oh man, they doubled them up. Okay. At the Miller Hill Mall, September 2nd, Duluth, Minnesota. They got the circus. All right, walking away from the Home Depot up on the hill there, I come across this sign, which is interesting. I'm going to Cub Foods. What's that about? See, there's a message of love and peace pretty much in the Cub Foods parking lot. I'm gonna document this. This store went out of business and they're putting something else in here. They got this core driller. They're drilling a core. They're sampling the earth below, getting a core sample right through the parking lot, right in front at the front doors of this old store. This is a higher elevation. You can see the rocky structure. It's kind of strange. It said something about core drilling. Look at that. They're just drilling away. They got signs in the way. The guy's just drilling away a core sample right in front of the store. Alright, so I didn't realize there was going to be such a downhill fall from the college, from the disc golf course, but it is straight to Lake Superior. It's such a downhill fall. Unexpected. So that'd be a big climb going back. Yeah, this drop really takes me by surprise. I couldn't record most of it because it's such a drop, such a steep decline. Somebody could have come through there. It's so big. I guess they expect a lot of people. A little planed out here, but it's still more of a drop. It's all a drop going to the lake. Oh man, I just decided to follow the whole drop just to see what it feels like. I'm not going to enjoy the walk back though. This is an extra patrol area. Citizen patrol, extra patrol. No overnight parking, no camping underneath the bridge. No trespassing. Like what that guy is coming from. Yeah, near Kia. I don't know what to think of this area. It's so industrialized, so built up with various things from starting back a long time ago, and then additions put on with on the structures and stuff. I think I don't know. I'll just say that I had a little peanut butter before coming down, and I got that panic feeling in my heart. I don't know about this peanut butter panic feeling. It's like something that's kind of interesting. I kind of want that feeling sometimes, but it's not healthy. I just have a little bit of peanut butter for a little bit of that panicky feeling. Not sure if that's very healthy. All right, I think I found the homeless shelter. Not here. Across the street. Yeah. There looks to be a little bit of homeless shelter activity here. They got the dumpster for it, whether to support it or other plans to eradicate, I don't know. Lots of trash. What a mansion. Oh, they got a notice. September 1st. I think they moved out. Oh my God, I could use a bottle like that. Let me take a look. Is anybody here? Oh no, it's too big. Got a bed. Yeah, I think they moved out because they tend to leave trash. Look at this, how established they are. Just up the hill a little bit. Probably can go higher too. I think I might, but I want to just get a little more of a look. So there's other tents. They were in the process of moving more than just this tent. They allowed this to happen and build up for a while. They got rain boots. Special, I never find my size, special rain boots. All living at this intersection. Yeah, there's some more. So, yeah. Next to Gene's Auto Body. I think this is a part of somebody's house over here. I saw a tent, but I don't think I want to go up there. Okay, note another notice. I don't know. I think that's a part of somebody's house over here. Yeah, there's no tents, it's just a lot of trash. So somebody was, yeah, allowing trash to build up. This looks, no, this is a part of the house. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, to say, I could maybe take them stairs. People live on some very steep hillsides, like this house, which kind of seems abandoned. Very steep. All right, so I'm looking at a bridge that goes across to Superior, Wisconsin, probably. And then there's another bridge too. So there's a right and left bridge that go to Superior. I didn't really notice a bridge on the map. I just need to take a look. There's so much freight activity along the shore. It's I don't know where I could like go to the shore and see things like a park. There you go. What? There you go. I'm a little surprised to see such a wide open tunnel for people, not so much for drainage. All built up. There are students being picked up by buses around here. Right in Duluth, heading back to my car. And I've been touching a lot of tansies and not noticing any problems. Ingestion is a huge problem, but it's not like touching wormwood and getting that skin contact problem. The toxicity levels might not be as high. Thinking about ivermectin, the horse dewormer, I'm like, what's wrong with trying to do wormwood if you want to make yourself sick and deworm yourself very quickly? It's a nerve agent. I think it affects the worm's nervous system, which bacteria and viruses don't have. But in North Dakota, I think that's maybe the most prevalent area that I know of for thujone, for, I can't even remember it now. Wormwood, because I'm not seeing it further east as much. It's so rare. The tansies have taken over, and I don't recall seeing it in Montana, but I don't think I've really been in the east part of Montana. The west part of North Dakota and even the east part of North Dakota, there's quite a bit of wormwood that grows very freely, and the priorities is oil over wormwood. I mean, wormwood's a terrible plant to take. All right, I think they got a confusion going on here with parking in the West Duluth Library parking. I think this sign should be facing the other way. because they're trying to say that this lot is for fire department only, but you wouldn't see this sign going the one way. I think that this, well, but then they want people, they don't want to discourage people from driving through because this is a one-way. But I think this building is the fire department. I think, I was thinking these spaces up ahead, but I think that's for fire department. But the sign is like giving the impression beyond this point like it's over here. I'm gonna take the chance and say that I should probably be okay with parking in this lot. It's part of the city center. And they got no parking anytime. What are they saying? Like maybe like right here in front of the garbage? Maybe is that what I'm supposed to assume? Book drop off. And then I did not see this fence separating the Legion post from the library on the map. Well, I think the signs are a little messed up, but I think any person could surmise that this is probably the library parking lot I'm in. Further down from my car, just getting a look around. I think this is cement work stuff. All on the other side of this temporary fence, actually. And they got some windows open, so yeah, some people can probably hear me. Right next to the highway, which is not too loud. I smell some urine. People are parked underneath, and I don't see any regulation against parking underneath this bridge. It's really spotty when how they choose that you can park under the bridge. This is police parking. Oh yeah, I'm next to the police station. I forgot about that. They got police parking only under this bridge, fenced in. Hooked on fishing? Community policing hooked on fishing. Something to support the Superior Police. City of Duluth City Seal, 1887. They put a body cam as a police. Looks like they use a body cam. That's a body cam that they use as a dashboard cam. They use a body cam for the dashboard cam. That's interesting. I never really gave that much thought before. A body cam for dashboard cam. That's something to ask them about. Alright, I'm gonna ask about these lots, if there's parking for maybe the library. Hey, is there parking for maybe the library or government buildings? What?
Hi.
Oh, is there park? I want to park for the library, and I'm parked kind of behind. But I'm also curious about other options for parking at the library. Like maybe is there public parking underneath this highway, the lots?
No.
Oh, that's all government. I didn't see any signs, but
Yeah.
I just without any communication out there. It's all private or public or.
It's owned by the state because it's a part of the freeway.
Oh yeah,
So
states.
the police department, I mean, we have our parking.
Yeah, and that's fence.
Right.
And then to the right of that, there's kind of a.
Over to the right is the fire department.
Oh, that's fire department. Oh, fire department's behind too. They have that, and then either side.
And that over there is owned, or I know it's owned by the state, but I don't know what agreement they have. It looks.
Okay, so just there's no signs, but a good idea not to pull in there and park.
Right. The streets, like the street out here, has the. Are you going to be?
Like the red truck, the red.
Are you working at the library or?
On my computer, like the red truck is fine, right?
Yep. So it has parking there. So
Oh, he's on, and is he on the correct side?
So this week it's, yes, so this week it's on that side.
Okay, all right, thank you. It's not labeled on anywhere what the status is for parking here. There's a lot of vehicles, and you know, a person could park in there by mistake. Apparently, I could park next to the red truck. He's on the correct side. But some business, the masonry business, or some other business, auto repair, the auto repair place here, whatever their name is. So I see a bumper. Find out maybe the business name up ahead. They're allowed to park their broken down vehicles underneath the bridge. Quality collision. Quality collision. So Quality Collision is parking their beat up vehicles underneath this bridge. A highway bridge, a state highway bridge. Look at this, there's up ahead, there's all kinds of parking space available. You know, when it comes to businesses or even the government, it's perfectly okay to make use of space underneath the bridge. But when it comes to homeless people, they have to go. It's amazing how that works. The Quality Collision, they won't get their crashed up cars snowed on. The police won't get their cars snowed on. That's a real benefit in a lot of ways. There is absolutely not a single no trespassing sign anywhere around here. I mean, look at this. This looks like a parking lot to me. There's evidence of tire marks. No, it's perfectly clean though. So West Duluth is like untouched. When it's untouched, then they don't put up the signs. Quite interesting. As busy and industrious as this area looks, they don't have to enforce this, and even the police. This is the first time I've ever seen the police make use of the underpass for parking. West Duluth. Not far down from the Menards in West Duluth, Minnesota, we got this. They're saying that the dirt is too toxic from the Parks and Recreation is saying that the soils are contaminated. There's large equipment. A cleanup of a pond. I'm gonna take a closer look. We're next to a recycling center, I believe. So deliveries and pickups subject to search if you enter this area, enter in the fenced in area. Then the standard sign. I wonder how long it's been closed. Yeah, basic rules, but okay, the closing, they put another sign up here. All right, so they've blocked this bridge, the main access. Soils are disturbed and you can get contaminants all over, but these guys are safe. Tearing up that area. It looks like they're making another trail. There's the paved trail and then this trail. It's not too far from Lake Superior. I'd have to look at the map.